This is the Dallas Morning News. It's Friday, December 20th. Clear skies and an abundance of sunshine today in Dallas with a high of 56. Clear tonight as well with a low of 34. Sunny and a little cooler tomorrow. Saturday's high will be 53 with a low of 39. Some clouds will move in on Sunday with not much fluctuation between the high of 56 and the low of 50. Here are today's headlines. President-elect Donald Trump lambasted U.S. Representative Chip Roy after the Texas Republican pushed back on Trump's call to suspend or abolish the debt ceiling. Trump posted criticism on social media Thursday that included an implicit political threat to the Austin congressman as he invoked the example of U.S. Representative Bob Good, a Republican from Virginia who lost in the primary this year after getting crosswise with Trump. Trump and his allies, including Elon Musk, torpedoed a deal that House Republican leaders negotiated with Democrats earlier this week to keep the government funded past a Friday night deadline and avoid a partial shutdown. That proposal included disaster aid, farm assistance, and a host of other priorities of both parties. Roy joined Trump and other critics in blasting the deal, in part for including too much spending and too many concessions to Democrats. But he balked at a key Trump demand that the deal address the debt ceiling, a law that caps how much the government can borrow. Roy said on a conservative radio program Thursday that Trump's desire to deny Democrats leverage is understandable, but he emphasized ditching the debt ceiling without accompanying reforms would be a bad move. In other news, two ministries that broadcast TV shows on Daystar Television Network have announced they are parting ways with the Bedford-based company, which has been rocked by a family rift over child abuse allegations. Love Israel, a Bible teaching ministry led by Baruch Corman, announced in a YouTube video Tuesday that the organization is taking its shows off Daystar's network. And Laura Lynn Tyler Thompson, an author and former co-host of the 700 Club Canada, announced last month that she was removing her show, Laura Lynn Live at the Eagle's Nest, from Daystar. Daystar did not immediately respond to a request for comment on the departures of Love Israel and Thompson. Thompson said she could no longer be part of the network. She said her show had been airing on Daystar for about 6 weeks before she terminated the relationship. She said when she saw Joni Lamb make a brief statement talking about how Lamb's son had engaged in a smear campaign, her heart as a mother sank. Corman said his organization has had a relationship with Daystar for about 10 years and would be severing its relationship with the network as soon as possible. Daystar CEO Joni Lamb and her son Jonathan have told starkly different stories about a family rift that led to his firing last month and has since roiled Christian media. Next up, imagine a second arena in downtown Dallas. Imagine a second convention center and tourist hub, except this one would include an opulent arena, multiple luxury hotels, and abundant fine dining, and casino gambling. While pondering realistic, foreseeable future scenarios for downtown Dallas, it's hard to imagine one that would be more transformative. But would it be for the better? That is the deeply layered, multi-billion-dollar question that must be answered, likely within the next 5 years, as the Mavericks and Dallas Stars weigh arena possibilities. Both franchises' lease agreements to play an American Airlines center expire in 2031. Mavericks Governor Patrick Dumont and incoming President and CEO Rick Welts, whose hiring was announced Wednesday, say the franchise intends to honor that lease. Plans for a new downtown project that would include a casino would require the Texas legislature to pass a referendum allowing Texas voters to decide whether to legalize gambling. As recent legislative sessions have shown, gambling faces an uphill battle in Texas, but Dumont understands they are in for a wait, likely beyond the 2025 session. And for years, downtown's J. Eric Johnson Central Library and the open spaces around City Hall have served as a refuge for neighbors experiencing homelessness with nowhere else to go. City officials and Housing Forward, the region's lead agency tackling homelessness, know all too well there's a desire to move parks, trails, and public spaces away from being waiting rooms while outreach workers continue the painstaking process of rehoming people. Earlier this year, Housing Forward counted fewer people experiencing homelessness in Dallas and Collin counties compared to the year before in January. In September, city officials and Housing Forward partnered with a coalition of nonprofits to embark on Operation Street to Home. They decommissioned encampments at the downtown library, a lot across the street and to the east of Dallas City Hall, and an embankment lining Interstate 30. Over 100 residents found a place to call home, and practitioners want to use this strategy to cut homelessness in half by 2026. Thanks for listening. For more on today's stories and for the latest breaking news, visit dallasnews.com. Enjoy your weekend, and I'll be back on Monday with more from the Dallas Morning News.